It was love at first sight for Massillon, Ohio, Washington senior wide receiver Tre'Von Morgan and Michigan State. The 6'6", 215-pound pass catcher committed to the Spartans earlier in the month, despite previously saying he would visit schools in January before making a decision. The commitment was a long time in the making, though, as the roots of his interest in Michigan State stretched back several years. My sophomore year, I went up there with one of my teammates, Thayer Munford, who is at Ohio State now, Morgan said. I went up here and talked to them, and then I had a good junior year and they knew I was going to grow tremendously, and I did, so I was waiting on that offer from Michigan State. The scholarship came late in the fall of Morgan's senior season. He played his junior season at around 190 pounds. Then an injured collarbone kept him from competing in college camps. He was now 215 pounds stronger, and was in the midst of helping Washington reach the state title game. With that, offers came from, not only Michigan State but Iowa, Ole Miss, Iowa State, Washington State and more. With his team making a deep playoff run, Morgan did not have an opportunity to visit many schools. He did get to Michigan State for an unofficial visit, but he wanted to see more programs before making a decision. At least, that was the plan. He remembered the brotherhood he saw on the unofficial visit. He remembered what he had seen as a sophomore and applied that, along with what he describes as a more mature understanding of what to look for in a school as a senior. Once the contact period began and Morgan had more opportunities to speak with the Spartans coaches, he decided to move up his commitment. The coaching staff was the reason, he said. I really got close to the coaching staff and wide receivers coach Terrence Samuel. We went over routes, and he came over to the school and a lot of things felt good, but I already wanted to go there. Head coach Mark D'Antonio was also a major part of the decision. I had some things going on with the NCAA and he told me he would have my back regardless, and through the situation, they stuck it out with me, Morgan said. The Spartans, in turn, get a matchup problem who some schools viewed as a tight end, but is slated to start off as a wide receiver in East Lansing. His improvement in the past year has been remarkable, 247 Sports Ohio analyst Bill Green said. This is going to be a red zone nightmare for opposing defenses, and Morgan presents a huge target. He has played his best football in the biggest games, like nationally ranked East St. Louis High School. Morgan said he began playing football at 3 years old, and playing major college football has been a dream since then. Now that is upon him, but the hours spent training, in the weight room, in the classroom, and taking visits have not been taken for granted. It has been a lot of sacrifices, a lot of suffering, adversity I've had to overcome, he said. I'm really happy and excited for what the future holds for me and ready to attack it any which way. Morgan will take his official visit to Michigan State the weekend of January 18th. More information. Tre'Von Morgan profile. Alan Trieu covers Midwest football recruiting for 247 Sports. He has been featured on the Big Ten Network on its annual Signing Day show. His Michigan and Michigan State recruiting columns appear weekly at DetroitNews.com.